Hey, Team San Diego.
Team Ochr San Diego, coming to you from the Marine Corps base at Camp Pendleton, where I'm enjoying my RDO with my two grandbabies and trying to social distance. Such a beautiful city we live in, and we're so blessed to be able to have the flexibility to have maxi flex and alternate work schedules. I know that the all hands video this week, this month, talks about security clearances, things to do during the quarantine, and the rec committee gave you a big thanks for all of the support for Throwback Thursdays. So just want to remind everybody, if you don't have a Facebook account, go ahead and get one so you can get some more updates and some cool information. And I hope that you're all living your best life in this quarantine and enjoying the things that matter most, which is obviously our family. Thank you for all you do, and have a fantastic day.
Greetings, friends. Edric here from Code 20. I'm just wondering how you're doing in this virtual environment.
Hey, how you doing?
If you're like me, your quarantine life probably consists of consuming an insane amount of snacks while engaging in this social distancing activity commonly known as watching TV. That being so, I decided to give you some Code 20 updates live from some of my favorite shows. So let's talk about award processing. Working in the virtual environment did not mean we would get a break from our normal fiscal duties.
We were on a break!
No, Ross, we weren't on a break. Some adjustments and forward planning had to be made to address issues and concerns associated with processing FY20 awards. Per recent Navy guidance, customers need to submit all mass performance awards via Ops Assist no later than 26 June, as well as end-of-year awards no later than 28 August. Let's ensure that we maintain awareness of these dates.
It's what the Japanese call unagi.
Submitting by 26 June and 28 August will allow Code 20 to plan and guarantee that all mass awards are processed timely and included in FY20 money. So let's all practice some fiscal year unagi. Now for an update on the EOPF Center of Excellence. Full disclosure, prior to moving to Code 20, I knew nothing about EOPF or the records branch, what their policies, procedures, just basically what their daily tasks were. I was a total deer in the headlights, especially during the work group meetings.
What does that mean? You better say something or they'll think you're stupid. Takes one to know one. Swish!
Thankfully, Aix and Shirley were very understanding when it came to my lack of knowledge, and the EOPF team has been nothing but supportive. A special shout out to David Simpson for letting me pester him with my never-ending questions.
The 3 little sentences that will get you through life. Number 1, cover for me. Number 2, oh, good idea, boss. Number 3, it was like that when I got here.
It didn't help that I had to learn a whole new function to recruitment and staffing in a virtual environment, as well as lead a work group. But I'm happy to say, after about 2.5 months, I'm at a comfortable place with my EOPF knowledge, and I'd like to share some of our recent accomplishments.
I'm learning.
Prior to the COE stand-up, there was no process for capturing workload data and metrics. However, as of March 2020, we've been able to collect, through a manual process, workload data in regards to work volume. With the recent addition of requiring OPSIS tickets to be submitted for all EOPF service requests, we are now able to capture timeliness metrics. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a negative impact on the COE's true workload data. However, we've recently established procedures to ensure continuity of operations for all EOPF services requiring building access. While that might not paint a perfect picture for the EOPF COE's true workload, it would at least help us get closer to what our workload would actually look like under normal circumstances. Items that we're currently working on include an outward-facing EOPF Center of Excellence portal site that will be accessible to all OCHR employees as well as HRO employees. The site is being created by San Diego Code 20 SharePoint designers and will include external SOPs, EOPF reports, as well as status dashboards. Lastly, I want to remind everyone that HROs now have the ability to request permanent EOPF view-only access to their service populations. DCHRs have notified their commands, but it'd be a good idea to remind your HRO counterparts of the access and encourage them to submit their STAR forms via OPSIS to establish their permanent EOPF accounts. Lastly, I want to give you some exciting news regarding Microsoft Teams. Headquarters is moving forward with acquiring funding to purchase headsets with built-in microphones for all OCHR employees.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Excuse me. With these headsets, we'll be able to utilize Microsoft Teams to its fullest potential because it will enable our ability to communicate and collaborate all in a single platform, all from our government computer. For those that have yet to use this feature in Teams, I'll be demonstrating this today by secretly recording a meeting between myself and my lead, Jordan Broach, doing a weekly meeting that we conduct via Microsoft Teams. Keep in mind, we use our personal devices with video capability to conduct these meetings. Using your personal device is optional, but it does allow you additional capability not available on our work laptops. So it looks like it's about that time. Let me give Jordan a call on Microsoft Teams.
Hey, boss, can you hear me?
Hey, Jordan, yeah, I can hear you just fine. You ready for our weekly update on different tasks and projects that we got going on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome, go for it.
Yeah, so I just got back from the grocery store like you asked me to do. You're going to be really happy about this, so check this out. I got you some toilet paper. I've been having a hard time finding it like everybody else has, but I was able to get you a roll. I'm going to get ready to take your dog on a walk after I put the groceries away.
Hang on a second, Jordan. Always joking, man. Like, I really appreciate your humor. That's funny. But what's going on with the Code 20 projects that we got going on?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you said to get this stuff taken care of before I did any Code 20 work.
So stop kidding. Well, just, like, I thought you knew I was joking with that. But what's going on with the Code 20 stuff?
I'm sorry. I never thought it was a joke. We've been doing this for the past couple of weeks now, and I mean, I've always gotten your stuff taken care of before we did the Code 20 stuff.
Oh, okay. I guess I should have just told you this up front rather than trying to capture a candid conversation. But right now, we're live with OCHR San Diego for the All Hands video.
Oh.
Maybe we want to backtrack a little and, really show how Microsoft Teams could enable us to collaborate in this virtual environment rather than trying to go with a candid meeting conversation for them.
Wait. So you're telling me that the entire office is watching this right now?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, well, if that's the case, let me tell you what I really think about Edge.
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, where do I
hang on.
Hello. As many of you know, I wear many hats, and today I come to you wearing my hat as your security officer. I hear that some of you hit the panic button when you get a call about your security clearance. So I want to talk with you briefly about how that process works. When you came to work, you either already had a security clearance or you completed a questionnaire to begin the process. Ellie and I reviewed your submission, and because you looked okay on the surface, we granted you what is called an interim security clearance. This allowed you to start work while your background investigation was underway. So who is calling you and why? Ellie may be calling you. Before we send your file out for your background investigation, we want to ensure that there is clarity and documentation to answer any questions that might be raised by a third party. Questions like what, you might ask? Like clarification on names, dates that do not match. You say you were born in 1975, but you got married in 1970. You show things like living in 2 different states or 2 different countries at the same time. Like, we need documentation to back up what you say. For example, you say that you were paid off a debt involving your credit card, but it's still on your record. Or you say that you had a DUI and it was dismissed, but it is also still on your record. We do not have the authority to grant or deny your security clearance, but you're already working here, and the organization has made an investment in you, so we want you to pass the security process. The next step involves your file being sent out for an investigation by DOD. The investigator has access to databases to learn additional information about you. And so the next call that you get will likely come from that DOD background investigator. This is standard procedure, so there is no need to panic unless you have not engaged in full disclosure on the questionnaire and you are concerned that the investigator might find something. Standard procedure is for the investigator to meet with you and review your file. They may have additional questions, and they may also ask you for the names of your neighbors, whom they will also talk to. Remember, they are evaluating you to determine your honesty, integrity, credibility, etc., to determine if you should be granted a security clearance. Let's say 6 months have passed and you haven't heard anything. Again, no need to panic. This is not an overnight process. It can take a while. Eventually, all goes well with your review, and you'll get an email or a call, usually from Ellie, stating that your security clearance has been granted. Good news. This means that you have a clearance that is required for you to keep your job here at Ochr San Diego, and it is good for 10 years. After 10 years, it is up for a review. This is called a reinvestigation. As you know, a lot can happen in 10 years, and now a new component has been added. It is called continuous evaluation. This means that there are databases from a variety of sources that are being used to flag incidents such as DUIs, arrests, sexual assaults, indebtedness, etc. on an ongoing basis. These incidents are reviewed and forwarded to us when appropriate. As stated, this is a continuous process, and if it works well, it could reduce or eliminate the need for reinvestigations. What does this continuous investigation process mean to you? It means that you should self-report. If you have an incident, report it to us. And with that, thanks for listening, and hopefully now that you know how the process works, the great majority of you will not panic when security calls. Thank you.
Hi team, this is Terry Salcedo from the S4, here to provide you some ideas on how you can enjoy your summer break with your family or by yourself during this quarantine time. Many facilities are still closed or have limited capacity for use, but we can certainly make the best of the resources available and take advantage of what our community has to offer. We live in a city with beautiful weather pretty much year-round. Look at the day today. It's nice 70s, so let's take advantage of that. Follow me so I can show you some of the possibilities you can explore for a fun summer adventure. And don't forget your mask. One of my favorite activities is to go outdoors and go for a walk. You know, walks are just so refreshing. Usually like to go early in the morning, go out with my family, my pets, my husband. You may want to do the same. Enjoy the early sunshine, you know, get a head start for the day. Listen to the cars go by, whatever. But, you know, enjoy a morning walk. I will see you soon. Hi there. So here we are at my house and I'm giving you another tip today. After a long day, morning walk, you know, and whatever other activity you did during the day, now it's time to eat. So grill some burgers, some chicken, some shrimp, some vegetables, or whatever you like. There's nothing like the smell and the taste of an outdoor barbecue. Tonight we're gonna have some steaks, there we go, and some shrimp kebabs. Yummy, I can't wait to taste them. We'll see you later. We're gonna go to the lake, okay? Bye. Hi everyone, here we are at the lake as I promised earlier that I would bring you by the lake. So we had a really good lunch this afternoon, some barbecue, shrimp, and some steak. So now it's time to walk off those calories, and I'm gonna do so with a bike ride. You can choose to either do a bike ride with your family or do a bike ride by yourself or take a stroll. The lake is just so beautiful and I know you would enjoy doing the same. So have fun in your walk as I will have fun on my bike ride, okay? Bye. Another fun activity that you could do here in San Diego County, of course, is hiking. We have so many hiking trails available here in our county. We have Cows Mountain. We have here where I'm at, which is Mount Miguel Hiking Trail. You know, it's a nice, beautiful day to do a little hike. You could do the hike with your family or by yourself, like I mentioned before. You know, look at the beautiful sight that we have here. Look at that. So I'm gonna head up, take my hike. If you're not the type that likes to do mountain hiking, maybe you like to do more of an ocean hike. You know, Torrey Pines is an excellent place that you can go and have a hike and then go down to the beach and enjoy the beach and enjoy the afternoon sun and sand. So, you know, whatever your choice is, take advantage of the sunny days. Look how beautiful it is. So I will see you later after the hike and we're gonna have some barbecue, okay? Bye. So here we are at a local park, another great venue to spend time outdoors. I brought a picnic basket to have some lunch and read a book and relax. Well, team, that does it for me. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you will also create some fun memories and have a great summer vacation. Be safe, be creative, go outdoors, and enjoy your time off. Hasta la vista, team. Bye. Adios.
So I was gonna go to Paris or the Great Wall of China. I even had plans to go to Giza, Athens, Greece, the Taj Mahal, but instead it looks like I'm going to be vacationing right here, home sweet home. Hi, Ochr San Diego. I hope you're having a great sunny San Diego day. I'm going to talk to you about a few things today. The first being use or lose and annual leave restoration. So as you may know, employees may carry over a maximum of 240 hours into the next leave year. Use or lose annual leave is the amount of accrued annual leave in excess of the amount that can be carried over into the next leave year. And employees must use that excess amount or it'll be forfeited. So, of course, I always want to remind you that you do have the opportunity to donate that annual leave to the voluntary leave transfer program. So individuals who have a medical emergency who may need leave for their use, you can always donate that excess leave to them for that purpose. But now let's talk a little bit about leave restoration. For annual leave to be restored, it must have been scheduled in writing prior to the start of the third biweekly pay period prior to the end of the leave year. So So that's usually by the mid-November timeframe. There are very limited reasons that annual leave, which is forfeited, may be restored. And that includes when that scheduled and approved annual leave must be canceled for one of the following reasons: administrative error, exigency of public business, and sickness. So what is an exigency of public business? It's an urgent need for the employee to be at work. It's of such major importance that the scheduled annual leave must be canceled. Okay, so, well, what if the reason I'm not taking leave to go to all those amazing places is because I can't? The travel restrictions. I can't go to the Great Wall of China and Paris this year. Oh my goodness. Isn't that a reason that my leave should be restored? The answer to that question, unfortunately, is no. A change in employee plans and or an inability to use annual leave for the original intended plans, even because of a public emergency such as the pandemic and possible travel restrictions, is not justification for restoration of annual leave. So employees should be scheduling their leave prior to the start of the third biweekly pay period before the end of the leave year. So for planning purposes, OCHR San Diego is requesting that you provide that you schedule your annual leave, your use or lose leave, by June 29th, so right around the corner. That's for planning purposes. You want to make sure not everybody is trying to take leave at the same time, all of that, especially around the holidays and whatnot. Can't believe we're already halfway through the year, but here we are. So get your annual use or lose leave in, get your leave planned out for the year, and I hope you enjoy your time off, even if it is at your home sweet home. Hi, I'm back again, this time to talk to you about Dawn CEAP virtual counseling. So if any of you have had to make an appointment with a physician anytime recently, you know that more of our healthcare providers are moving towards a virtual environment and providing for virtual support. So whether that's between telephone, video, or even sending pictures to provide for a consultation, there's definitely more options available. So while telehealth has actually always been an option for Dawn members to utilize even before the COVID-19 pandemic, as of June 1st, Magellan, which is our Dawn CEAP provider, began offering BetterHelp as a platform for accessing virtual counseling. So BetterHelp is the largest online counseling platform worldwide. It provides additional features such as text messaging, live chat sessions, in addition to live telephone and video sessions. So through BetterHelp, you do have access to that confidential virtual therapy at no cost, and the counseling is available for your entire family. So for you as an individual, significant others, couples, teens, your entire family can benefit from this. Of course, for teens, it is with parental consent and in accordance with applicable and clinical appropriateness. So now more than ever, we do recognize that you and your household members may need additional emotional health and wellness support. Virtual therapy is therapy that can take place via a mobile device or a computer, which allows you to get the help when and where you need it. So how does it work? How do you get started? Contact your CEAP provider. So that number is 1-800-DAWN-CEAP. That's 1-800-366-2327. You will speak with a clinician who will refer you to BetterHelp if appropriate, depending on your unique situation. From there, you'll receive an email with a unique link that'll take you to a questionnaire, which you'll complete and submit to the BetterHelp platform. So typically, you can begin communicating with a provider within 24 hours of completing that questionnaire. With that, I hope that you can take advantage of all the great resources that CEAP has to offer, including this virtual counseling. So I want to remind you, stay safe and healthy, OCHR, and I'll leave you with the following mental health quote. It's up to you today to start making healthy choices. Not choices that are just healthy for your body, but health for your mind. Take care.
Hello, I hope you are doing well and staying safe. Today I will be sharing with you some information on a business challenge shared by Ms. Denise Sheelek, and that's the Department of Navy Employment Information EIC modernization. You may or may not know that each year the Department of Navy EIC responds to over 34,000 phone calls and nearly 37,000 emails from job seekers around the world using a toll-free landline number and a dedicated NMCI Microsoft Outlook email address. The landline method forces our staff in EIC to work on site, which limits their ability to carry out continuity of operations during emergencies, including the COVID-19 pandemic. The email method requires labor-intensive manual maintenance of incoming and outgoing emails, including in filtering out duplicate inquiries and junk mail. Both methods do not provide workload management or reporting capabilities, which again requires heavy manual intervention. So what's the significance and importance and urgency of this challenge? Well, the current operating environment necessitates the need to revolutionize DON's EIC processes with the state-of-the-art 21st century technologies to ensure mission continuity. Also, for efficiencies and effectiveness improvements, to increase relevancy of Department of Navy processes with the external landscape or private sector. So what do we have as the next step is identifying, assessing, and recommending commercial off-the-shelf solutions that will assess the Department of Navy EIC in efficiently responding to job seekers' inquiries from multiple media, such as email, chatbot, or telephone. The recommended solutions must provide workload management and reporting capabilities that may be used to improve customer service and Department of Navy job application process. Also, recommended solutions must meet the federal DoD and DON technical and security requirements as appropriate, as well as any unique requirements associated with the Department of Navy EIC's physical site at MCAS Miramar. So there's some time frame that's been proposed, and so the kickoff took place in June 2020, and in October of 2020 there will be a mid-year or mid-program review, and then in April 2021 the final review of this project would be completed, and then the start of implementation would be May of 2021. So those are some proposed time frame provided. Thank you and have a good day.
Hello everyone, my name is Rich Siebert. I am the Director of the Training and Development Center. I'm also acting Site Supervisor in San Diego at Code 32. I'm here from beautiful Wildcat Lake for a quick training update. I have little cards today. This is your Code 32 training update. I'll be filming this in parts, so this is part 1. Okay, this is part 2. I want to talk to you about MS Teams. First of all, I think MS Teams is here to stay. It is our go-to platform for delivering training. Until we get back to a safe and healthy way to deliver classroom training, we're looking to using MS Teams for all of our training in San Diego. So we really appreciate all the work that you've done to get used to and get familiar with MS Teams, but we encourage you to keep in there, keep getting connected. And remember, the number one thing that we're seeing is you cannot use MS Teams while you're on VPN. So here's your little job aid. So the Code 32 has held, or we have held training events to help people learn more about MS Teams. So those have been recorded and have been uploaded to the Code 32 SharePoint. So go in there, look at it. If you still have questions, send us an Ops Assist request, and we can even do a session for you or for your team. So thank you. We've had 3 classes recently in MS Teams. They've been very successful, so I wanted to review those. One has been the mindfulness meditation session. It was a partnership with Philadelphia, and the 14 people that went to it really enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. In today's environment, really taking care of yourself and enjoying a moment of peacefulness is really important. The second thing that we had a supervisory training, Code 40 really led that. It was on performance issues. It was a real success to see the Code 40 use this tool to deliver their supervisory training. The third one was the DCELP Lunch and Learn. Our own Jen Knoll led that. That one was recorded, and then it was posted in the classroom, the old classroom. In those cases where things are recorded, you'll be able to go back and actually look at those sessions if you either missed them or you want a refresher. Okay, so here we are again. I want to talk to you about something new. These are course evaluations. First of all, you will still continue to get your end of the course evaluations. Those are really helpful, and we really appreciate everybody who fills those out. However, there's a new survey we plan to send 2 weeks after, and basically that survey is more of a training transfer survey. It will go to you or your supervisor, and it'll just say how much of what you learned is actually being used or has transferred to the workplace. So remember, the best learning happens after the training event, not during the training event. You get introduced to a topic, you get to kind of practice it, but the best learning occurs on the job. So our next note from your Code 32 is happy learning. The next new thing is that we've created some virtual classrooms through MS Teams. That means that we're going to be using these classrooms like normal classrooms. We'll set aside an actual classroom. You'll get an invite to join that classroom, and then some materials will be sent to you via email in case there's some sort of glitch or some sort of connection issue. Now, the same rules apply to general courtesy. It'd be great if you can join that meeting 5 minutes in advance just to work through any kind of computer issues or any kind of connection issues. Just like Tony Torres Ramos, our old OCHR leader, used to say, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. So please arrive to these sessions early and get all set up and comfortable. Thanks. Okay, my final message to you all. What do we have coming up? That's easy. We have 2 courses coming up. June 30th, there's a Code 20 session where you'll learn all about the IT resources available to you. We really appreciate Edric and his staff putting something together for you all. The second one is for supervisors on July 16th on awards. If you need more information about training, you can always send us a request using Ops Assist. And of course, there's that Code 32 SharePoint on the portal that you all can access. There are some job aids and information about upcoming classes, all there for you. It's updated daily, so get in there and look around if you haven't been there in a while. Anyway, in the end, we want to get back to our main message. We appreciate all the learning that's occurred and all your willingness to try new things, and we wish you continued success in your learning. So from Code 32 to you, from Wildcat Lake, happy learning. Thank you.
Hi OCHR San Diego, it's Dana Lohr from your Recreation Committee. Have you been participating in our Throwback Thursday challenge? Every Thursday we send out a trivia question regarding OCHR and Navy history. The first person who responds with the correct answer following all the instructions wins a special prize when we come back to the office. Congratulations to our Throwback Thursday challenge winners so far. Rogine Ahmed, Samantha Moritz, Edric Takte, Micah Gallego, and Dustin Dutcher. Be on the lookout for our next question. Now, over to Shaylee.
Congrats to all the Throwback Thursday trivia question winners that Dana Lohr just announced. My name is Shaylee Dill, and I'm another Recreation Committee member here at OCHR San Diego. On behalf of our Recreation Committee, we'd like to thank you for your participation during this time that we are staying at home. We miss your faces, and we hope to see you soon. In the meantime, please submit suggestions on how we can engage our staff members during this time. The email for you to submit your ideas is on the bottom of the screen.
Hello, OCHR San Diego. It's hard to believe we are here again doing another all hands video, and we are actually still in the same situation. COVID-19 appears to be here to stay for a while, but I hope you are continuing to live your best life and doing some of the things that make you happy, and also that you're staying healthy and safe. A lot of things would normally be going on around about this time, like the OCHR family picnic. How I am going to miss that this year. We really had some good times eating all of the food that you all brought around for the picnic. But instead of the picnic, we're looking at some other things that we can do so that we can show you that we love you and that we appreciate you. We are working on employee appreciation as I speak, and we hope that you'll be hearing very shortly what that will look like, and hopefully you'll be able to participate. As I move forward now, and as we prepare for the other department heads to share with you what's going into their departments, I want you to know that all lives matter. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Hey, Team San Diego. Hope you have a great